Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Trevor Carlson, host of The Formula, where we break down and explore the elements of health, wealth, happiness, and achievements with amazing guests from all over the world. And today I'm with Steve Shriver to talk about business and sustainability.
Hey, I'm Steve Shriver, and I own Ecolips, among other businesses, and been around the world and back, and love to share these experiences. So I'm super excited to be here.
All right, let's do this thing.
Great.
The Formula Podcast wouldn't be possible without some pretty awesome sponsors that are willing to support the show. So the first sponsor has been with us for quite some time. That's Lady Boss. They provide women's workouts and health supplements to help women live healthier lives. Now, if you're interested in checking out any of their workouts or their supplements, go ahead and head to theformulapodcast.com and check out our sponsored products page. Now, our second sponsor just got started with us here recently. That's Liquid Web. Now, if you've listened to any of our episodes with like Adrian or Ketsu or anybody that's doing any type of drop shipping or e-commerce, Liquid Web has some e-commerce solutions to help you get a store up and running ASAP. And they were willing to actually give 33% off to people who listen to the Formula Podcast. So when you go to liquidweb.com and check out their products, make sure and type in Formula 33 when you check out to get 33% off. Big thanks to them for hooking us up and keeping this show rolling. That's all from our sponsors. Now, let's do this thing.
So you have Ecolips, you kind of have a rock solid business here, but you're involved in a lot of other things like Brewhemia, Soko Outfitters, and probably another dozen things that I don't know about. So why do you keep diversifying and getting your hands involved in a lot of other companies?
Yeah, man. One is because I enjoy it. I really like starting things. I like growing things. Two, I've got, I don't know if it's OCD or whatever, but like I want to keep accomplishing things. I want a big portfolio of stuff that I'm in or doing or done, you know. It makes life more fulfilling for me. But that being said, the other stuff that I'm doing, the coffee shop it's a community project, man. I mean, like, I have never made a penny off of it. It's only ever cost me money. I still love it to death. It's created jobs. It's created some, great jobs for my family, my business partners there, and my kids and my wife and mother-in-law works there. And I mean, it's a great family affair, but our neighborhood needed it. Yeah. Newbo needed a little corner shop that did that. And I didn't want, I didn't want somebody to screw it up. We bought a coffee shop that wasn't doing so well and rebranded it and made it into what it is today. Yeah. And I was like, if I don't make this happen, then somebody could buy this and it's either going to go out of business, because that's what a lot of them do, or they're going to ruin it and it's not going to serve the neighborhood like I believe it can. Yeah. And ultimately the same goes for Soko. It's really a community endeavor. Like we got together as an owner group of 4 people that are just really invested in the community and outdoors. And we're like, we live in a place with 250,000 people that doesn't have, and we don't have access to an outdoor store, a knowledge base, the gear shop. I'm pretty sure every city of this size in the United States has a gear shop. Yeah. And we have to drive 30 or 40 miles and typically go to a mass market type place. So.
Yeah, or people are just ordering on Amazon.
Yeah, well, right. So it's the craziest time to open up brick and mortar, but there's also a time and a place for it. And we believe that to be right now, and we're proving it to be successful.
Yeah, and probably a big part of it too is with stuff like that, it needs to be so reliable. And you kind of, like, I was in there shopping for a backpack the other day. I'm like, I just need to bring my stuff in here and pack it into one of these bags to see if it'll work.
You can't do that on the internet. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to send it back if it doesn't work. It's a pain in the ass. So yeah, it sounds like a lot of the stuff you do is for community. A lot of it's organic. So talk to me a little bit about what is so important to you about doing things in this like focusing on organic and
sustainability.
Sustainability.
Yeah. It's just the right thing to do. I mean, I discovered it back in 93 or 92, living in Iowa City. I was like, oh, cool, eating and shopping. It's just funny when you walk into a grocery store and there's one aisle that says natural food.
Yeah.
What does that tell you about all the other aisles, right? So that struck me back then. I also realized that as I adopted a vegetarian diet and started, being more of an organic consumer, I was healthier and I could do more. And that was the life I wanted to share with my kids and Andrea. And so it just made sense back then. And then from a capitalism entrepreneurial standpoint, business standpoint, I'm not going to waste time doing something I don't enjoy or I'm not passionate about.
Yeah.
And so if we were sitting there, I wouldn't want to own a company, no matter how successful it is, if it's putting petroleum into a lip balm stick all day long. Like I'm not going to do that. I need this all to work together and serve my personal ethos. So organic, not putting pesticides, herbicides, fungicides into the air and water in our bodies, common sense.
Yeah.
So it's just sort of like, that's just gonna be where I'm at. And so, that goes for here and then it speaks to, here being Eco Lips, we became a B corporation a few years ago. And I say the B stands for benefit. I'm not sure what they say it stands for, but really what it is, it's a third-party affiliation certification that focuses on a triple bottom line. And that triple bottom line is people, planet, and profit. And when we're talking about people, this is full sustainability. So talking about community building, just like what we were just talking about. We're talking about our employees. Most companies, when they are solely concerned about their shareholders, we are concerned about all stakeholders, meaning the neighbors around this building, our employees, our suppliers, our, like I said, our community. And with that, it means that we have policies in place like local supplier preference policies. So if there's two suppliers and one's closer, we'll buy it from the closer one, assuming that all things being equal. We pay our people above average wages. We have above average benefit programs, just like on and on and on. So people is a big part of being a B corporation. Mm-hmm. Planet, that's the organic piece. That's using, whether you're recycled, we're talking about recycled packaging. We launched a refillable lip balm. We had a biodegradable lip balm. We buy a large amount of organic ingredients. We have more Fairtrade and organic lip balms than any other brand in the world. And so it's just all about creating less of an impact on the environment.
Yeah. With
those choices in packaging and product. And also with Planet, like this is all being powered by solar.
Yeah.
So this light, it's just awesome to look around and know that the sun is powering this.
I think that's so cool though, because even when I walked in, you walk into a normal business or warehouse, it's almost painful to walk into. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
That feeling you get, you're like, oh, damn, it's bright.
Brown, yellow,
yeah.
or some weird,
I walked in here and it's very light. It was not bright, but it just didn't feel like it was like,
It's intentional.
Yeah. It's cool.
And it's part of that. I think it's part of the vibe. Just like, okay, that's what happens when you harness the sun's power and put it into electricity,
Yeah.
And so, being powered by solar is huge for us. So, the part of the infrastructure in that B corporation is then continuing to set goals every year after year so that we become better at being sustainable. So people, planet, profit. Profit, I mean, without it, we can't exist.
Right.
And it's part of overall sustainability. So like, I'm a capitalist and an entrepreneur and an environmentalist, and try to blend all those together. But if we don't make money, we can't give it away.
Yeah.
You know, if we don't make enough money, we can't do everything that I just talked about.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It seems like it's a very unorthodox, like new way of doing business, but it seems like that everyone benefits from it, not just you, but you know, you have happy employees, happy neighbors.
Yeah. Ultimately, businesses will be, they will be forced to become more sustainable.
Yeah.
And whether through their own decisions or just Mother Nature, but it's an approach that, you know, the more that we evolve, also the more, the cheaper it is to be sustainable. It used to be you used to have to pay more for recycled stuff. Now you can pay less for some recycled stuff because it's recycled, you know?
Right.
So as we grow and evolve as an industry and as a business, there are benefits to it. Well, like the solar power, this pays for itself in 5 years. So then we'll be making more money because we made this initial investment.
Yeah, which seems like a good business decision.
Exactly. So yeah, sustainability is good business practice.
Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap for this show. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Trevor Carlson, and I appreciate you taking the time to stop by, and whether it's viewing our episodes or listening to our podcast or reading our blog posts, all of you guys really help keep this show going. So I much appreciate your time and attention, and hopefully we provided a little bit of value for you. Now, if you're interested and you think you might enjoy getting some blog posts, emails, other podcasts, guides, any of that sort of thing sent to your inbox every week, go ahead and head over to theformulapodcast.com and sign up for our email list today. That's a wrap for this week's show. Thanks again, everyone, for stopping by, and I look forward to you tuning in next time.